Okay guys, back kicks. So butterfly guard is really great for sweeps. Has some pretty neat submissions in there. It's pretty easy to get in and out of. And now we just want to work on taking the back from it. So taking the back, you already saw a couple, okay? You can drag this arm, pull it across, grab the armpit, scoop underneath. If my elbow's not on the floor like before, I'm here. I pull them up, then I just turn Aussie to flip them around, okay? The flip is pretty fun. I used to like this one a lot. If you're having trouble getting the back grip, you can go sleeve and elbow. Try not to go this way. This way, I've seen this with Marcelo Garcia as my reference for it. It's really, really fun. Used to do this a lot. I'd push into the guys and they try to find their balance and then pull them up and spin. Hands already working in. Other hand clears the leg to put my hook in. Hand comes up. So I'm already looking for the choke once I get there. Okay. So this idea of spinning them with that arm is a lot of fun. Again, it's pretty easy because you start with this push in here and I grab his, or maybe I get this side, which is common. I like that one a lot. So then guys will try to break this grip by push, pull. Thank you. There you go. If, and this happens, you lose the hook, don't worry, you're fine. Your hook is not what really keeps it tight. It's squeezing the knees and then pulling here. So I can always pull him back to get that hook in, but especially this hand is what's stopping him from turning away. Because if Aussie tries to roll, I have this to stop him. This hand's gonna stop him from rolling, and this hook. If he tries to spin and put his back on the floor, I'm choking him. So I'm not too worried if I miss the hook, but I should have a collar, okay? If I don't have the collar, then I'm gonna try and scoop underneath him and fix it up a little bit. But you can keep him in that position where you just kind of triangle your legs. And the other one where you drag that arm across, you get his armpit, scoop underneath, up, and now I'm gonna drop my right hook, and then he starts to turn, and then the right hook comes back in. So it's kind of a lot like the helicopter arm bar. You lift the guy up, and when you start pulling, you pull out one foot, he'll start to drop into the void, and you replace the leg over his head. Same thing here. When I scoop him up on both of these, I'm lifting him in the air, I drop this hook, and he'll rotate inside the void, and then I just put my hook back in. So it's really, really fun sweep. Got super high percentage. I guess mistakes to look out for is guys start being really hypersensitive about this pulling motion, so they really hunker down and sit back. They'll try to sit back, yeah. They'll then just push off this way. Okay, so it's when guys start to sit and be too static in a position, it's hard to move them around. But think of it like a playground. Playgrounds are bolted into the ground really strong, so you don't swing around when you're on them. So if Aussie's a really big guy, or he's really, really got a great base, and I can't move him, I can move myself around him, okay? So I could take advantage of his strength by using it like a playground and just swinging around it, okay? I wouldn't want to play on a playground that wasn't bolted in, because it would fly all over the place and it's gonna land on me, right? So if I find that he's loose, I'm gonna flip him or throw him to the side. If he's strong, I'm gonna look to push away and stand up. So that's great if you can get this arm and the elbow or the arm in the back. If you like arm drags, same thing. I'm pushing, I want to try and keep my hands inside Aussie's arms, so then I can get this arm drag here. When I get to the back, knee comes out to get that hook in. Got a few guys in the club that love arm drags from standing, from the guard position. It's a really, really good one. I tend to favor sweeping things, but arm drags are great. You're inside, and then just get this hook. Armpit or the elbow, and just make sure you don't arm bar on the way by. So pass, as you pass, try to pull that leg out so you can get on top. Widen his base and get your hooks in. All right. I'll go a little faster here. Okay. Push in. Of course, flatten them out, but we're being a little nice for the demos. Okay, so you have your arm drag. You have your arm, I don't arm drag off this side. This is my pulling side. This is my dragging side. So I'm fine with both. You know, if you want to really work both sides, it's great. But I like having one side here, and if he tries to push on my hand to break this grip, then you have an arm drag side. So it's however you want to work it is the way you're going to work it. Next is lifting and spinning. Kind of same thing. Sometimes you get stuck down here. Now, ideally, try to sit up to that position, but sometimes get those hooks in, pull forward, lift them up, then drop underneath. to take his back. I'm gonna look underneath my arm. Okay, I'm gonna lift my arm up this way. If I'm starting up here, it's the same thing. I pull back. Once I pull back, I'm trying to hook his armpits. Pull back, lift. There. See, my hook came out. My arm's underneath my head. And climb around to the back. Or even get this triangle on the legs is fine too. And you start working from here. Usually I go off this side. I'll do the other side for details. Just turn this way a little bit. Okay. From here. And then around to the side. If that hook doesn't come in, try to get it in. But if you have to get squeezed behind, that's fine. This is okay, but there's no choke here. This is just to slow him down a little bit, to get this hook in, and then maybe I want to fix up my grip afterwards. Okay, so the idea of going underneath your arm, it's a really, really good one. It gets their weight forward and up high. So all those ones that we're working on are pretty much dropping out a hook, replacing a hook. I'm here, pull them up as I go underneath, dropping out the hook, and replace the hook. So keep that in mind. Taking the back off the butterfly guard makes everything else that much more dangerous, because now you're threatening them with sweeps, you're threatening them with the ability to stand up and get away or escape if you need to, and you're threatening them with a back take now, and it's going to lead into submissions next.